As the veil of night descends, a gentle whisper echoes through the corridors of time. These are tales of lands lost to the swirling embrace of the sea, where cities once breathed and thrived, now slumber beneath waves and murk. Tonight we begin a voyage into the hidden depths of history, an exploration of pre-flood cities that defy explanation. In hushed tones, stories surface of Atlantis, Dwarka, Yonaguni, fabled realms swallowed by time, and of structures too enigmatic for modern minds to fully grasp. Allow the mysterious current to carry you, as we journey into the forgotten epochs, etched in the saline silence of the ocean's embrace. Embark with us upon a voyage into the whispers of antiquity, a realm where the echoes of ancient waters paint vivid tapestries of mystery and wonder. Picture, if you will, a society shrouded in myth and time, sinking into the pages of history as the tides of the ocean swept over its glory. We delve first into Atlantis, a name that dances gracefully on the tongue, yet weighs heavily in the annals of lore. This civilization, a beacon of human achievement, emerged into the literary world through the dialogues of the astute philosopher Plato, a storyteller whose words gave life to tales of an opulent realm that thrived with wisdom and mastery. In the texts Timaeus and Critias, Plato speaks as a sage weaving narrative gold, recounting Atlantis as a land of awe-inspiring knowledge and technological grandeur, dated to 9,000 years before his spoken word. Imagine a society where prosperity and enlightenment reigned, yet fell to the shadows due to unchecked pride. Some regard Plato's accounts as metaphor, a vessel for philosophical ideas, yet scholars and dreamers alike find themselves entangled in the allure of what Atlantis might have truly been. A memory suspended in the cultural collections of our common consciousness. Are these tales mere allegories, or fragments of an ancient memory carried through the winds of time? The quest for Atlantis extends beyond the scholarly pages into the very earth and waves that cradle our planet. Geologists and adventurers alike have delved into the Atlantic's embrace, seeking traces of this lost utopia beneath the sunlit shifting tides. The mysteries of the Mediterranean, the Bermuda's enigmatic stretches, and Japan's ethereal structures invite us into an enigmatical dance of evidence and imagination. Where submerged rock formations might whisper of ages long past, these landscapes riddled with anomalies beckon us to consider civilizations thriving during eras of ice and shadow, their whispers buried under sediment and speculation. As we tread these submerged paths, we find ourselves surrounded by the hushed harmonies of mythology, songs of flood and folly, passed down from ancient mouths, tales like those of Gilgamesh, the biblical deluge, and tales of Indian lore sketch pictures of water swallowing the earth's wonders, leaving behind echoes and lessons mingled within sedimented silt. Is there one transcendent event reflected in these myriad stories, one that binds these diverse cultures in a shared portentous legacy? Or do they remind us of the universal archetypes pulsing from within the human psyche throughout ages? The society of Atlantis stirs the mind to dreams of grandeur, a civilization wreathed in the fragrant mysteries of wisdom and accomplishment. Plato's descriptions conjure images of architectural resplendence, a realm where engineering bridged mind and earth. Here, dwellers once harmonized with the natural wilderness, while advancing mightily in craft and thought. Such visions challenge the modern world to ponder its own trajectory. Can we soar to such heights without teetering under the heavy cloud of hubris? Archaeological threads continue to tease the boundary between myth and reality, with discoveries continually tantalizing those who seek Atlantis' truth beneath the marine and geologic transformations of epochs past. While the concrete remnants of such a land remain elusive, scattered hints, tools and perceived formations urge our exploration onward, ever curious and never satisfied. Pioneers of history, armed with evolving technologies, peel back the layers of our world, seeking to unearth tales long set adrift below the sun-dappled waves. Beyond stones and lore, Atlantis serves as a mirror reflecting spiritual aspects of our collective wandering, a myth enfolding the seeker within the gentle knowing of ages. Might it be that beyond the physical, the Atlantean narrative guides us inward, inviting explorations not just to distant lands, but into the vast labyrinths of the soul? Such rumination touches the very core of human existence, whispering to us of moral trials and the temptations of power, urging a return to principles harmonizing insight and benevolence. And as the present mingles with the songs of Atlantis rendered in modern tales, artful scripts and imaginative realms, an ongoing kaleidoscope of cultural expression unites us with our ancestors over the vast chasm of centuries. This legend stirs an undying spark within the collective heart of humanity, igniting tales of creativity and philosophy. It is not merely nostalgia that commands our fascination, rather a deep-seated yearning, the recognition of potential ever unquenched. As we reach the shores of our present pondering, Atlantis remains more than a myth bound by time. It is an invitation to embrace the cyclical rhythms of creation and loss, a call to witness how past shadows lend their wisdom to future lights. As we stand on the boundary between ancient obscurity and the beckoning horizon, let us listen with open minds and willing hearts for Atlantis' echoes in our midst, ever guiding and gently illuminating the way forward in the dance of discovery and rediscovery. As dawn gently kisses the shores of the Arabian Sea, echoes of an ancient world whisper through time, carried by the waves as they caress the sands. Dwarka, shrouded in legend and mystique, emerges as a city steeped in mythological grandeur, revered in the sacred Indian texts. It serves as a vibrant testament to the divine narrative of Krishna, a deity intertwined with human endeavours and cosmic dance. This city of opulent palaces and grand boulevards nestled within the depths of oceanic embrace is described as not just a centre of commerce and culture, but a spiritual nexus where the divine and the mortal worlds mingled. Yet the story of Dwarka is one of transience, its existence intertwined with tales of celestial retribution or natural catastrophe. Legends tell of a fateful day when the relentless sea reclaimed its domain, submerging the city beneath foamy waves. Whether this inundation reflects a literal deluge or symbolises the cosmic cycles of transition, it hints at ancient epochs of environmental upheaval captured in the woven words of myth. Dwarka's whispered memories invite curious reflection, casting a doorway into prehistory where history and legend blur into ocean depths, beckoning explorers to unravel the multi-layered tapestry draped beneath the sea. In 1988, the gentle murmur of this legendary city coaxed the National Institute of Oceanography into an ambitious underwater exploration off Gujarat's coast. Armed with sonar technology and boundless curiosity, their efforts unveiled ruins hidden beneath the waves, weaving new threads into ancient narratives. Outlines of a city emerged, crafted with geometric precision, compelling straight roads, walls that challenge the chaos of nature, whispering to us through their silent echo. These submerged remnants, defying familiar historical timelines, posed profound questions that continue to ripple through the fabric of archaeological discourse. Was this the heart of Krishna's fabled Dwarka, now resting silently beneath the ocean's azure veil? Modern sonar technology proved pivotal, acting as a digital divining rod, revealing ancient landscapes obscured by the ocean's embrace. Sonar scans captured the skeletal architecture of the sunken city, mapping out roads, stone structures, all echoing the presence of thoughtful builders who once moulded sandstone into structured dreams. With every scan, the outlines of a city, systematic, purposeful, emerged, echoing the organised light of an entrepreneurial society attuned to the rhythm of life by the sea. Gazing into the depths of time, our understanding of Dwarka's submersion rests in the chronicles of geological and cataclysmic events. A dialogue of seismic shifts and forgotten cataclysms unfolds, cycles of creation and obliteration, reshaping coastlines and civilizations. Mythology intertwines with scientific discourse as we contemplate tectonic shifts and fluctuating sea levels as agents of Dwarka's watery fate. Together, myths and science provide a multifaceted tapestry of perspectives, inviting us to glance beyond the physical boundaries of history and into the realm where divine decree and natural law coexist. In these sacred narratives, Dwarka blossoms beyond myth, transforming into a spiritual beacon where cosmic architecture meets divine purpose. Texts like the Mahabharata bring forth Dwarka's celestial grandeur, surrounded by oceanic splendour, a fortress and sanctuary for Lord Krishna. These myths serve as more than accounts of historical documentation. They echo humanity's eternal quest for meaning amid chaos, harmonizing earthly existence with a larger cosmic order. Dwarka's tale becomes a meditation, inviting reflection on past wisdom, present understanding, and the boundless curiosity of ancient echoes in modern consciousness. Marine archaeology stands at the interplay of biology, history, and technology, bridging the forgotten epochs with today's inquiries. In the waters believed to cradle Krishna's Dwarka, cutting-edge technology guides us through underwater arenas charged with historical resonance. Remotely operated vehicles dance delicately through these submerged sites, unearthing stories that narrative alone cannot capture, granting voice to structures mute for millennia. Through artifacts, the tools, pottery, and sculptures that once thrived within Dwarka's seal, that once thrived city resurfaces. These physical remnants recount the daily lives and aesthetic concerns of Dwarka's inhabitants, echoing personal narratives preserved through time. Pottery shards whisper of domestic life, while discovered idols shimmer with tales of religious devotion and communal reverence. Each artifact becomes a quiet portal, inviting us to explore Dwarka's cultural heartbeat, breathing life into fragmented memories. Yet the quest for discovery carries its own challenges. The ocean is a keeper of secrets, but not a passive one. Currents shift, weather turns, and sediment conceals, presenting hurdles in the exploration of Dwarka's sunken narrative. But these challenges spur innovation, compelling researchers to refine technology and collaborate deeply, maintaining the balance between rational inquiry and historical reverence. Today, Dwarka's mystical resonance pervades modern consciousness, captivating both seekers of spiritual transcendence and those in pursuit of lost heritage. As temples rise in its remembrance, Dwarka invites contemplation, extending beyond sacred spaces to offer cultural exploration. In contemplating Dwarka, we embrace our shared legacy, reflecting on humanity's essence and resilience, marvelling at how civilizations, though sunken, continue to inspire rebirth in narrative and myth. In the early whispers of the 2000s, marine archaeologists embarked on an exploratory voyage into the depths of India's Arabian Sea. Their mission, a humble mapping of the underwater terrain off Gujarat's coast, turned into an astonishing odyssey when their sonar scans unveiled hidden geometric patterns beneath sediment layers. These formations possessed a haunting regularity, an intentional design as if remnants of an ancient architecture crafted by human hands. The site was an unintentional revelation, a new chapter in humanity's story waiting to be unfurled from beneath the silent waves of the Gulf of Khambhat. The images captured by sonar revealed structures stretching across several square kilometres, with shapes mimicking streets, walls, and expansive buildings. This submerged tableau evoked echoes of civilizations lost to time, suggesting a timeline that pushed beyond current academic boundaries. Could this be evidence of a society that thrived over 9,000 years ago, during an epoch when humanity was believed to live simply within the circles of nomadic life? The implications were profound, posing a direct challenge to established narratives of the birth of human civilization. In pursuit of these puzzles, diver-led expeditions retrieved artifacts scattered across the ocean's floor. Their haul included stone tools and pottery fragments, their existence hinting at a tapestry of cultures interwoven over millennia. Some tools resonated with the styles of known prehistoric peoples, while others bore intricacies reflecting advanced urban craftsmanship. As experts examined these relics, a story began to emerge of a lost community whose artistry echoed values of both utility and aesthetics. The questions grew as vast as the sea itself. Were these remnants of ancient trade, vestiges of a drowned culture, or the stories of ancient voyages now asleep beneath the sea? Yet within the halls of academia, skepticism wrestled with wonder. The structures found in the Gulf of Khambhat prompted debates on their nature. Were they proudly man-made, or simply illusions sculpted by nature's capricious hand? Some geologists argued for the latter, suggesting eons of underwater currents might have carved these seductive shapes. Despite the skepticism, believers argued that the precise patterns could not merely be the whimsical work of nature alone, pointing instead to human intention behind these submerged formations. As experts applied emerging technology to unpick these mysteries, the debate raged on, each theory adding layers to our understanding of this mysterious submerged world. Beyond the empirical and tangible, these discoveries also stoked deeper contemplations of humanity's journey. Conventional histories place humanity's first forays into advanced settlements around 6,000 years ago. Yet should these structures prove ancient and human-made, they beckon with whispers of civilizations predating known records by millennia. Historians now look anew at ancient text and oral traditions, searching for threads that might connect these submerged structures to the epic tapestries of India's folklore, a place where legends of grand cities and vast empires might be grounded in the reality of Earth's hidden history. Consider too the forces that cloak this world of wonder in ocean's embrace. Geological insights suggest that the closure of the last ice age brought great turbulence to climate patterns, with sea levels rising rapidly, transforming lush landscapes into submerged worlds. Could this be a tale of an ancient civilization, devoured by Earth's ceaseless cycles? As across the globe, stories of floods and cataclysms echo throughout civilizations, resonating perhaps with collective memories of such cataclysmic pasts. This exploration is not merely academic, it is a fusion of traditions and cutting-edge inquiry. Insight from sonar imaging and underwater robotics is complemented by ancient wisdom gleaned from sacred texts. In moving through this convergence of past and present, old narratives and new technologies intertwine, forming an elegant dance, a balance of forgotten eons and future possibilities. Amid these explorations, the proposition arises: what motivates such ancient endeavours? If indeed a civilization once thrived, was it driven merely by survival or by deeper currents of consciousness? Perhaps their connection to natural cycles and celestial journeys drew them toward higher planes of existence, forming a bridge between matter and spirit that today we can only seek to understand. These underwater remnants, enigmatic and elusive, are not just fragments from the pages of history, but echoes resonating through time. Modern Indian culture, abundant in mythos, may derive its richness from these ancient foundations, weaving the past with today's cultural fabric. This fusion encourages reflections on the endurance of humanity's odyssey amid nature's unyielding passage. As global interest intensifies, academia and technology join forces, striving to unlock the secrets lurking beneath Khambhat's waters. Through this quest, science ventures into the profound unknown, seeking to illuminate ancient patterns of human migration and development. In this journey, we should remain anchored in curiosity, crossing the threshold of legend and lore. Whether shaped by human hands or nature's artistry, the submerged remnants inspire reverence for history's silent echoes. Through these waves of mystery lies the endless frontier of discovery, a timeless pursuit of knowledge, and an eternal dialogue between past, present, and future. In the year 2001, beneath the shimmering waters of Cuba's western coast, a discovery stirred the ocean depths and our understanding of civilizations past. Canadian marine engineer Paulina Zalitsky and her team embarked on a mission, their equipment probing the unseen seafloor when they encountered a beguiling mystery. Massive stone structures, resting some 600 meters below, mirrored the artistry of human craft. Stone blocks, pyramids, and formless roads lay in geometric symmetry, yet they kept their secrets well guarded. The ensuing debates oscillated between awe and skepticism. Were these creations of an ancient metropolis swallowed by a cataclysmic surge, or nature's quiet artistry, over eons merely mimicking the hand of man? Scholarly voices were divided. Some argued the stone formations bore no trace of human touch, while others posited they might be relics from a civilization long before our own recorded history. Such notions held a promise more intoxicating than sunken treasures or pirate lore. They hinted at stories untold, worlds forgotten beneath the ocean's relentless advance. Skeptics and believers found themselves woven into a narrative, pressing against the boundaries of what we thought we knew. This sunken city, shrouded in layers of time and sediment, beckoned explorers and dreamers alike into its watery embrace, challenging us to seek paths lost to memory. The Caribbean's blue depths cradled this potential city, whispering of its mysteries with serene indifference. Though technology suggests human craft in these stones, the relentless sea guards its truths. For now, they remain unconfirmed, their origins unresolved, a tribute to the limits of our reach both physically and financially. The formations, resplendent with pyramid-like grace, evoke parallels with ancient civilizations, hinting at an era of maritime prowess and architectural ingenuity. If validated, such evidence might weave narratives of human capability, predating known timelines by millennia. Amidst these submerged realms, a profound stillness endures, a spiritual meditation on time, space, and human quest. As scholars ponder these watery secrets, the stones, voiceless, narrate the timelessness of existence. Are they fragments of city life vibrant with commerce and culture, now silenced and coated with the ocean's patina? Perhaps they held ceremonies to celestial rhythms, offering rituals to the stars that mirrored their earthly alignments. These stones, indifferent to the passage of centuries, connect us to the whispers of history, standing sentinel over the abyss of our knowledge. The sunken stone and sand beg questions of its former inhabitants. Did these people subsist on the sea's bounty, formulating hierarchies and navigating the tides across infinite horizons? To imagine a civilization so adept at seafaring that it eclipsed contemporary society's intrigues. The musings on their diets, faiths and social structures beckon from below, each artifact a silent witness to a way of life now shrouded by water. Could their tale have ended in a deluge? Or was it a gradual migration drawn by future unknown? Every artifact adds vibrancy to the tapestry of life sustained beneath the waves. Legends intertwine with history, casting their narrative magic over submerged realms. Could these mystical waters be the birthplace of mythologies similar to those of Atlantis or Lemuria? Myths, polished by time and tradition, fuse reality with allegory, painting portraits of civilizations torn asunder by cosmic folly or divine disfavor. The Cuban depths, steeped in the myths of submerged worlds, serve as conduits for our collective imagination, echoing tales of wisdom, resilience, and the passage of time. The temporal dance of submerged worlds carries profound questions about memory and its fluid nature. As land vanishes beneath the waves, it transcends physical disappearance, compelling us to rethink our relationship with time and history. Are these submerged histories but shadows of forgotten epochs, memories preserved and awaited to be awakened by scholarly endeavours? The whispers of antiquity, though submerged, await their rebirth through illuminated discovery. Amidst the skepticism, questions of nature versus human craft arise. Nature's exquisite touch shapes landscapes in ways tantalizingly familiar to human ingenuity. Could these formations be the ocean's own creation, its hand-sketching edifices that deceive the eye? Or do they bear latent marks of intelligent design, crafted by hands long forgotten by history's tide? The discourse tugs between conviction and doubt, poised at the edge of our understanding. We stand as ever on the brink of discovery. The submerged precincts off Cuba call to us like an ancient scripture of stone, inviting scholars and seekers under their eerie canopy. In heeding this call, we advance with reverence, buoyed by the progress of our technology. This quest goes beyond mere archaeological curiosity. It speaks to our deeper need to weave the tapestry of our past into the narrative of human existence. If we can unlock this submerged chronicle, it promises reflection and enlightenment, painting anew our shared journey and the tales of those who once thrived beneath the sunlit waves. In the tranquil embrace of the Pacific Ocean, near the southern reaches of the Ryukyu archipelago, lies the enigmatic Yonaguni Island. This place, shrouded in mystery, captures the imaginations of all who explore its depths. Just beneath the calm blue waves, divers have uncovered formations that challenge established explanations, sparking set debates between science and speculation. The Yonaguni monument, often described as Japan's Atlantis, emerges as an underwater enigma, with geometric shapes and terraces suggesting an ancient human touch. As we dive into this mystery, one wonders, are these formations the poetic remnants of a forgotten civilization, or simply the artistry of nature over millennia's span? Discovered in 1986 by a local diver named Kihachiro Arataki, the monument quickly captured global attention. Descriptions of an underwater city, complete with terraces and stone columns, brought both wonder and skepticism. Those who have ventured beneath the currents recount scenes of what could be an ancient civilization's remnants. But as footage and sketches raise hopes, the lack of definitive evidence of human activity, such as tool marks or artifacts, keeps the monument's true origins shrouded in uncertainty. Proponents fervently argue for its man-made origins, suggesting it as part of a submerged city left behind by sea level rise. The debate swells in academic circles. Is this an ancient architectural wonder, or a natural marvel born from geological processes? Geologists offer a counter-narrative, attributing the monument to nature's unerring hand. The forces of marine geomorphology, they assert, have sculpted this monument through deep time. Layered sedimentary rocks, fractured and weathered by tectonic activity and relentless ocean currents, can craft appearances that mimic human hands. Yonaguni's position in a seismically sensitive region, where tectonic plates shift and oceans sculpt, supports these natural explanations. Yet the monument's eerily precise formations challenge skeptics, blurring lines between the raw might of nature and the reach of human history. As scholars explore Yonaguni, comparisons arise with other megalithic sites worldwide. Could ties exist between this submerged monument and the ancient architectural feats seen across the globe? Echoes of ceremonial plazas in Mesoamerica and terrace structures like those in Machu Picchu invite parallels. These relational threads, whether rooted in shared or distinct technological traditions, inspire musings on ancient connectivity, leaving open the tantalizing suggestion of once-linked civilizations. Japan's legends whisper of lost cities swallowed by the sea, tales often relegated to myth. These stories, when considered through an archaeological lens, ignite an interest that unearths persistent mysteries. Could these cultural narratives hint at forgotten societies that thrived alongside those we now recognize? Explorations of Yonaguni must account for an intricate tapestry of lore and narrative, tying past to present in mystifying continuity. The monument also provides fertile ground for fringe theories. Hypotheses emerge, suggesting connections to mythical lands like Lemuria or Mu, envisioned as ancient continents now subsumed beneath oceans. These narratives, woven with hints of advanced technology or extraterrestrial visitation, reflect our innate desire to explore the boundaries of possibility. Though such theories stretch beyond conventional science, they provoke the imaginative journey that defines human inquiry into the unknown. To unravel these mysteries, scientists employ advanced technologies to map and analyze the monument's features. Sonar mapping, underwater robotics, and geochemical analysis pave the way for new discoveries, fostering a confluence of geologists, archaeologists, and oceanographers seeking answers. Although complex conditions like unstable currents and changing visibility pose challenges, the resolve of explorers remains undeterred. Delving deeper, questions arise about ancient technological prowess. If Yonaguni is indeed man-made, What knowledge did past civilizations harness to create such a structure? Comparative studies draw from the precision of Egypt's pyramids and the megaliths of Stonehenge, suggesting that ancient peoples might have wielded forgotten skills in stonework. By scrutinizing artifacts and narratives from neighboring regions, researchers explore the tantalizing idea of lost technologies, bridging past ingenuity to the present. Within Japan, Yonaguni prompts reflection on historical identities and ancestral narratives. As both a site of intrigue and cultural pride, it stirs the soul with the possibility of undiscovered chronicles beneath the sea. Through this lens, the monument becomes an emblem of national introspection, supporting artistic, cultural, and touristic endeavours worldwide. It serves as a profound touchstone, reimagining what Japan's storied past might hold in its yet untold depths. In seeking Yonaguni's truths, we encounter challenges and embrace new directions. Undersea research demands cutting-edge methods to overcome logistical constraints, and even as differing perspectives meet resistance, interdisciplinary collaboration promises new insights. By advancing technology and fostering cooperative efforts, the hope remains that Yonaguni will continue to enlighten, guiding us toward a future enriched by the mysteries of the past. Let this monument, whether crafted by hands or waves, remain a beacon, leading us on deeper voyages into the essence of existence and the untold histories that beckon from beyond the deep. High in the Andean mountains lies Lake Titicaca, a vast sacred body of water that holds stories waiting to be whispered into the ears of the curious. Spanning over 8,300 square kilometres, this lake is celebrated not only for its impressive size, but for its deep-rooted spiritual significance. For the indigenous Quechua and Aymara peoples, Lake Titicaca is shrouded in myth and legend. It is said that from its silvery depths, the sun god Inti sent forth his children to initiate a civilization that would forever alter the tapestry of human history. This was the dawn of the Incas, emerging like a vision from the lake itself. Beneath its serene surface, the lake gently cradles mysteries that have eluded historians for generations. Recently, diligent exploration has revealed a sunken world, a realm of submerged stone temples and expansive paved roads that defy our conventional timelines of Andean history. These discoveries compel us to reconsider the epochs and achievements of human habitation, as if hinting at a long-lost civilization enveloped by the rising waters. Archaeologists have emerged from the lake's embrace, bearing tales of structures that speak of advanced societal capabilities, remnants of a time when grand stone edifices reigned under the Andean sun, only to be concealed by the lake's reflective mirror. The ancient city of Tiwanaku, perched on the high plateau near the lake, tells a story carved in stone. Its monumental structures echo a narrative intertwined with the submerged ruins beneath Titicaca's waters. Could these underwater relics be the precursors to Tiwanaku's stone masterpieces? The architectural echoes suggest an age-old connection, a continuum of knowledge and craftsmanship passing through generations like a whispered secret. This society knew the art of harnessing stone, of crafting ore with the chisel and the mallet, leaving behind whispers of an engineering brilliance now submerged by time and tide. Yet Lake Titicaca reveals more than forgotten architectures. It reveals lives lived in intricate communion with land and water. Submerged roads and stone structures offer glimpses of sophisticated engineering feats by cultures predating the mighty Incas. These underwater avenues and communal spaces whisper of societies flourishing in a well-coordinated dance of social and economic interactions. They invite us to re-examine, with reverence, the ancestral lineage and societal frameworks of those who mastered these ancient high-altitude landscapes. Are these submerged wonders the echo of cataclysmic events, or tales steeped in mythology? The turbulent whisperings of history speak of seismic upheavals, reshaping land and culture. It's as if the earth itself conspired to weave these civilizations into legends, their stories mingling with geological forces. Such theories find harmony with indigenous narratives, where stories of great floods and transformations are woven into the collective memory of the people. Perhaps these narratives are not merely myths, but echoes of realities experienced by generations long past. In the heart of these mysteries lie the artifacts, intricately designed ceramics and tools, gently lifted from Lake Titicaca's depths, like messages from time itself. These objects, adorned with complex iconographies and spiritual symbols, transcend utility. They are voices of a people attuned to cosmic rhythms, their craftsmanship reflecting a profound understanding of celestial cycles. The patterns etched into pottery and stone serve as guides to their metaphysical landscape, narrating their spiritual journey, transcending the confines of time. Modern technology now steps forth as an ally in this revelation. Sonar mapping and underwater drones dive deeper into the enigma, casting light upon these submerged relics. With each scan, each echogram, the past surges toward us, not as a mere figment of imagination, but as tangible narrators of epochs buried beneath layers of water and time. The dance between technology and history paints a richer, more vibrant picture, steadily unlocking narratives long held captive beneath lake waters. Yet, while science illuminates, oral traditions breathe life into these underwater legends with warmth and voice. Indigenous tales, often overlooked by formal academia, now find their place alongside archaeological findings, challenging us to expand our understanding. These cultural narratives invite us to listen, not merely with ears, but with an open heart, allowing myth and empirical evidence to unite, bridging the chasm between ancient truths and modern discovery. Floating upon these sacred waters is the timeless allure of the unknown. Speculative tales weave in, speaking of extraterrestrial influences, of celestial visitors, bestowing knowledge to early societies. Whether these stories are fact or allegory matters little in the face of their power to ignite the imagination. They encourage us to ponder humanity's place in the universe, our reach ever extending toward the stars, longing for communion with the skies. In this mosaic of cultural exchange and environmental interplay, the submerged ruins under Lake Titicaca become more than relics of a distant epoch. They illustrate a tapestry of human connection, a narrative of lives entwined with their surroundings, of societies flourishing within the embrace of water and land. As we sail through these gentle waves, let us listen closely, for the lake murmurs truths of lost knowledge and wonders yet to be revealed, whispering through the passage of time, inviting us upon a journey of reflection and discovery. Beneath the deep and ancient waters of the Strait of Sicily lies an enigma, wrapped in the glittering shrouds of the Mediterranean Sea. A place known more for its vibrant tapestry of cultural exchanges and historical sagas, yet beneath its soothing azure surface rests a profound mystery: the submerged pyramids. These structures, reminiscent of ancient human ingenuity, first came to light when marine archaeologists, in their quest to map the seabed, happened upon formations that seemed to echo the harmonious geometry of pyramids. A discovery made almost by accident, it sparked waves of excitement and skepticism within scholarly circles. Here, under the heavy blanket of time and sea, lay stone monuments that whispered of a forgotten epoch when the Mediterranean landscape danced to the rhythm of tectonic shifts and varying sea levels. These submerged relics tease with stories of ancient civilizations, whispering of lands long vanished beneath the embrace of rising seas. Geologists and historians dream of what was and what might still be discovered. The pyramids, obscured by a thick veil of sediment, wait patiently, as if daring us to decipher their secrets, secrets that echo of landscapes once above the sea and lives lived in forgotten epochs. Each new examination, each careful dive, peels back a layer of mystery, illuminating the shadows of history with tantalizing hints of early human enterprise. Set against a backdrop of relentless geological dynamics, the richness of this region's past ensures that these sunken wonders compel both awe and contemplation. Artists in stonework and celestial observation may have once stood here, looking up at stars unfiltered by modern concerns. Yet, only silent echoes of their presence remain, in the precision-cut stones and geometric brilliance revealed by sonar, a beauty unique to these underwater precincts, untouched by the passage of centuries. As researchers delve deeper, the pyramids hint at purposes shrouded in enigma, whether temples reaching toward the heavens or ceremonial structures that mark celestial time in stone. The tales do not end with their construction. These pyramids also speak of cultures interwoven across lands divided only by modern boundaries, hinting at a long-lost thread linking continents into a tapestry of human creativity and shared ambition. Could they be the forgotten vestiges of a civilization lost to time, their cultural markers a reminder of once vibrant interactions across vast distances? In pipe dreams, some even hear echoes of Atlantis within their story, each parallel a reminder of how history, myth, and mystery are stubbornly, beautifully intertwined. Yet as much as they fascinate, the submerged pyramids are not easily won. The challenges are formidable. Depth, currents, and the sea itself pose hurdles demanding respect and caution. Each expedition asks much of those who seek to unearth the past, requiring both intricate technology and delicate handwork, mindful of fragile ecosystems sharing secrets of their own. As explorers of history endeavour beneath the waves, they balance ambition with the solemn duty of preservation, treading lightly lest they disturb the harmony of this underwater world. As they navigate these challenges, a poetic dance ensues, an interplay of human curiosity and nature's timelessness. Here, stakeholders from across the globe gather with intent, safeguarding not just artifacts, but also ecosystems thriving in their stone embrace. Efforts coalesce into protective legislation and sustainable practices, bridging desires to uncover and preserve, a synergy ensuring these ancient treasures, both cultural and ecological, endure for generations to come. In merging the narratives of old with contemporary insight, the submerged pyramids serve as beacons in the ever-continuing dialogue between past knowledge and modern understanding. They invite scholars to unravel threads of human story through geology, architecture, and evolving technologies. Each step forward not only uncovers ancient patterns of life, but also reflects on the profound resilience and wisdom of those who came before. Local historians and oral traditions lend their voices to the narrative, ensuring the richness of human experience is not lost amid scientific rigour. As our view broadens, we find the submerged pyramids yet another puzzle piece in the story of humankind's enduring dance with the sea. They invite comparisons with sites like Yonaguni or Dwarka, reminding us of universal themes and endeavours shared across eons and oceans. Within these stone structures are both proof of solitude and hints of connectivity, a testimony to civilizations that thrived in different corners of our shared watery world. Debates, spirited and thoughtful, continue among those who study these structures, some championing revolutionary theories of lost civilizations, while others counsel caution, emphasizing the need for empirical clarity. This dialogue, a reflection of humanity's quest for understanding, enriches our exploration of these submerged wonders, reminding us that within every answer lies the potential for new questions and deeper mysteries. And so, we look to the future with hope. Advances in technology, burgeoning collaboration, and ever-deepening curiosity promise a new epoch of discovery. Each descent beneath the waves, a step closer to unravelling the whisperings of the ancient world. We are drawn into the depths, not just by the allure of knowledge, but by the profound connection to a shared, age-old past. A journey that, like the pyramids themselves, lies patiently beneath the waves, waiting to reveal what stories time and sea have kept. In the swirling mists of the North Sea, Doggerland resides, a once vibrant landscape now hidden beneath waves. This lost realm once connected Europe to Britain, a bridge of fertile plains and flourishing ecosystems where Mesolithic peoples once thrived. As we wander through this submerged memory, the echoes of our ancestors invite us into a dance with time itself. In this space, geological facts intertwine with whispers from the past, revealing a world where humanity and nature once harmonized, their rhythms a tender symphony, lost to the sea. Doggerland stands as testament not only to ancient life, but to the inevitability of change. Eons ago, climatic shifts transformed its thriving communities into myths beneath the waters. Like Atlantis, it vanished dramatically as the Earth's climate ebbed and flowed. The sea's relentless advance some 8,200 years ago swept it away, leaving behind only sonar images and recovered relics, tool fragments, bones and once-lived lives, captured in marine silence. These echoes urge us to ponder the fragility of our own civilizations, teetering on the brink of similar climatic caprices. Archaeology has breathed life into this shadowed land, transforming myth into a reality rich with human stories. Underwater technologies, sonar scans, and seismic surveys unveil evidence of human habitation. Each artifact, harpoons, fish traps, and tools, tells of a people attuned to maritime life, their communities complex and deeply connected to their surroundings. What emerges is an image of societies living intimately with nature, adapting creatively long before the seas reclaimed their homelands. These finds are more than mere relics. They are windows into the psyche of Mesolithic societies, offering glimpses into seasonal rituals, burial practices, and communal ties. Each artifact whispers tales of shared fireside stories and bonds woven through oral tradition, binding modern explorers to those ancient minds. As we continue to uncover Doggerland, we weave ourselves into the poetry of their existence, a dance of shared human experience and nature's whims. Integral to this narrative is Doggerland's geological dance through time. With the Ice Age's retreat, warmth ensued, and seas slowly rose, transforming land into ocean floor. This gradual inundation carved rivers and filled lakes, drawing parallels to other such transformations globally. Researchers decipher sediments and shifts, crafting a dynamic portrait of an ever-changing Earth, a saga of resilience and rebirth woven into the planet's very fabric. Beneath the North Sea's embrace, we find a depth of culture that speaks to the spiritual sagacity of Doggerland's peoples. These societies, fluid in their concept of home, followed the seasons, crafting a life steeped in spirituality and reverence for nature. Artifacts like idols and carvings point to complex belief systems, a cosmology that honoured earth, sea and sky. Their spirituality invites us into a worldview where every action is sacred, prompting modern societies to reflect on our own connections to the natural world. Cultural memory keeps Doggerland alive through legends and folklore, tethered by tales spoken in hushed tones across generations. Stories of sunken lands and enchanted seas linger, carried through time. Such narratives, though tinged with fantasy, root us in historic awareness, reminding us of nature's force beyond our control and the indelible mark of lost worlds on cultural consciousness. Doggerland's story offers cautionary tales of resilience amid adversity, reflecting humanity's capacity to adapt. As modern societies grapple with climate challenges, Doggerland's lessons echo through time, a reminder of our interconnectedness with the ever-shifting natural world. Researchers today draw on past climate narratives, envisioning sustainable futures informed by ancient resilience strategies. Doggerland's buried ecosystem tells tales of an eco-diversity once teeming with life, where aurochs roamed and fish swam through prolific waters. As seas rose, these species did not vanish but adapted, carrying forward an enduring legacy of survival. These glimpses into Doggerland compel us to honour the delicate balance of nature's cycles, urging a reverence for Earth's biodiversity, which holds the key to humanity's future. This submerged realm inspires a scientific journey, driving innovations in underwater exploration. Advanced technology now uncovers the unseen, casting light on prehistoric landscapes once thought lost. Doggerland fuels not just a thirst for discovery, but philosophical introspection, melding science with the human quest for understanding. Embedded in Earth's aquatic archives, Doggerland's narrative blends into a broader tapestry of submerged worlds. As archaeology illuminates these chapters, they unveil humankind's adaptability, a testament to life's resilience amidst change. This contemplation of Doggerland speaks to the interconnectedness of history, culture, and nature, urging us to reimagine our place on this ever-evolving planet. The legacy of Doggerland whispers narratives of existence, loss, and rebirth, a testament to human endurance. As we peer into this submerged past, we engage in a dialogue with time, contemplating our stewardship of fragile landscapes. Doggerland stands not just as a shadow of history, but as an opening to future possibilities, inviting us into a narrative of connectedness and shared planetary responsibility. In the ancient echoes of time, where the once and non-common bay, whispers tell of a monumental flood that reshaped the world as we know it. The Black Sea Flood. Hypothesis weaves a story of transformation and mystique, suggesting that around 7,600 years ago, a deluge of unimaginable scale turned a fertile plain into the vast Black Sea. This notion, first conceived by the visionary minds of geologists William Ryan and Walter Pittman in the twilight years of the 20th century, proposes that the Mediterranean's relentless rise breached the Bosporus Strait, channeling torrents of salty seas into what was once a freshwater haven. In their view, this was not merely a geological event, but a pivotal cultural upheaval, seeding the flood myths found in sacred texts. From the tale of Noah in the Hebrew Bible to the saga of Ziusudra in Sumerian lore. Beneath the tranquil surface of the Black Sea, where the sunlight fades into a sapphire twilight, secrets murmur through submerged villages, whispered by silt and shadow. Underwater archaeologists, patient custodians of forgotten stories, have catalogued remnants of what once were vibrant settlements, now claiming rest beneath the waves. While skepticism casts doubt upon these findings, they compel an introspective journey into early human civilization's mysteries, hidden under the sea's eternal gaze. In this silent underwater realm, history and myth dance together, urging us to listen closely to the dialogue between reality and imagination, intertwined within the Black Sea flood hypothesis. Deep within the sea's embrace, the sediment tells its tale. Core samples meticulously extracted reveal a crucial narrative shift, a change in the microscopic life forms from freshwater to saltwater around 7,600 years ago, aligning with Ryan and Pittman's vision of a global cataclysm. This silent testimony of ecological transformation not only echoes the destruction of familiar habitats, but also speaks of rebirth, as marine life took hold in new waters. Life on those ancient shores must have thrummed with energy, villagers thriving on fertile deltas. But as the relentless sea encroached, it turned lush livelihoods into submerged memories. Each sediment stratum, a silent page, reminds us of nature's profound power to shape destinies. A contemplative reminder etched in the very bedrock of myth and reality. Yet the sea guards its riddles well. Recent advancements in underwater archaeology have begun revealing fragments of ancient human habitations, now claimed by the deep. Through innovative sonar technology and the patient eyes of remotely operated vehicles, images are conjured of wooden structures, scattered pottery, and even traces of lives once lived beneath the waves. Each artifact weaves its own thread in a submerged narrative, offering a tangible link to ancestors whose enduring spirits resonate through time. Flood myths, woven across diverse cultures, serve as poignant bridges between us and our ancient past. They resonate in the harmonious lyrics of the Hindu Vedas, in tales whispered by the Dogon people of Mali, and in the storied traditions of Native Americans. Such narratives not only evoke thoughts of divine intervention, but also a collective memory shared among cultures that transcends time and geography. The question lingers: did the Black Sea flood spark these enduring tales of cataclysm and rebirth? Each myth, echoing across cultures, stands as a gentle reminder that humanity's dialogue with the divine and the elements is as timeless as the stars. The climatic tapestry of Earth's past reveals glacial giants relinquishing their grip, heralding a new epoch. As glaciers released their frozen hold, seas rose, shaping new coastlines, altering human lives. The Black Sea flood was but a note in this grand symphony, a moment within the wide arc of climatic evolution. These ancient shifts offer crucial insights for contemporary society, lessons whispered across millennia, urging us to heed history's warnings as we face future challenges. Inundation forces society's hand, marking a transformative epoch for the prehistoric inhabitants along the Black Sea's shifting shores. Migratory hunter-gatherers found themselves bridging a tumultuous past with an uncertain future, sparking migrations that seeded cultural exchanges and technological advances across Europe and the Near East. Like the waves that carried them, the flood currents propelled humanity toward unforeseen horizons, birthing new civilizations and weaving connections across distant lands. Technology continues unearthing the sea's mysteries, allowing us to visualize what time and tide have hidden. Sonar mapping, submersible explorations, and digital reconstructions reveal veiled landscapes and lost pathways. As technology illuminates the past, our connection to ancestors deepens, linking us across generations as we probe the ocean's enigmatic grips. Yet even now, debate persists over the nature of this historical flood. Was it a gentle encroachment, or a sudden, dramatic event reshaping human history with its relentless advance? Scholars weave complex narratives as they ponder the balance of human resilience against nature's caprice, an equilibrium fragile even now, compelling us to reflect on humanity's enduring balance with Earth's unyielding rhythms. The Black Sea Flood. Hypothesis in its quiet allure invites us to seek the deeper truths of our shared heritage, to ponder our place amid the ebb and flow of Earth's history. This chapter, like a thrumming chord in the grand symphony of human history, invites curiosity, reverence, and contemplation. As we navigate this ancient tale, we find inspiration in those who face such challenges, uncovering wisdom within the whispering depths, as the secrets of long-lost worlds quietly beckon. In the grand mosaic of our planet's past, the Bering land bridge emerges as both a passage and a mystery. This corridor, known as Beringia, once connected the continents of Asia and North America, a broad and bustling thoroughfare during epochs when the seas were low and the lands expansive. Imagine, if you will, legions of ancient peoples traversing this land, weaving lives in rhythm, with undulating landscapes now buried beneath the chilling embrace of the oceans. These were communities thriving in an ephemeral oasis whose cultures whispered through the corridors of time, now dancing on the edge of ancestral memory. It is here amidst these shadowed whispers where the Arctic breath sings, echoing tales of tribes whose steps have faded from the Earth's surface. What stories did they tell beside their fires? What mysteries did they unravel under starlit skies, surrounded by the profound silence of an untamed land? The traces of their settlements might now lie beneath shifting waters, waiting patiently to reveal their ancient narratives to those who dare listen. Surely these societies, in symbiotic communion with nature, crafted unique lives that paralleled their distant contemporaries, legacies hidden beneath icy waters, whispering secrets of survival and ingenuity. Beringia was not just a corridor but also a bountiful cradle of life. Picture an era frenetic with activity, where sunlit steppes stretched vast and wide, a haven for an explosion of life flourishing in wild harmony. It became a meeting ground, where the mingling of life from two worlds bore new species and fostered ecosystems that harmonized with human existence. In this land, human wisdom grew, sprouting from an understanding that arose through continuous engagement with the ebb and flow of seasons and wildlife. The bounty of the land was not only sustenance but a spiritual foundation, inspiring songs, stories and rituals that acknowledge the earth's generosity. As the water rose, the land shrunk, urging Beringia's inhabitants to move or adapt to newfound realities. And yet, like a tide bearing hidden treasures to distant shores, they carried their imprints across oceans and through ages. Evidence that surfaces from beneath today's tundra bears witness to their ingenuity. tools, relics, and remnants of dwelling places speaking of minds that sculpted lives amidst the elements. Integration with other migrating bands fostered exchanges that transcended mere survival, shared knowledge, amalgamated traditions, and unity of purpose, all written wordlessly across cultural tapestries that extended far beyond geographical confines. The underwater expanse of Beringia still guards its mysteries, with technology offering glimpses into submerged settlements that challenge our understanding of these ancient societies. Anomalies detected by sonar trigger questions about their capabilities and the civilization's inherent inventiveness. The remains of habitats now lie beneath an aquatic expanse, murmurings of former vibrance. Yet exploration of these deep-water domains poses formidable challenges. These submerged stones may yet recount sagas of adaptation and resourcefulness, chapters in humanity's ever-evolving storybook. Among indigenous cultures, echoes of Beringia perpetuate a spiritual tapestry, woven with threads of ancient tales and enduring sagas, storylines of migrations on endless ice, of realms now claimed by eager waters, burgeon within hearts and histories, illuminating Beringia not simply as a region, but as a living, breathing chronicle. Through folklore, we recognise the human reflex to seek meaning, capturing truths that transcended powerful landscapes and sowed seeds across temporal boundaries. As guardians of forgotten truths, an eternal search for understanding flows seamlessly into modernity. Climate's capricious dance with our planet orchestrates both creation and dissolution. Forces that once sculpted Beringia and now extend their sway over our current climate narrative. Beringian stories are not relics, but harbingers of environmental shifts at the crossroads of past and present epochs. They inspire us to draw lessons from resilience embedded in history, illuminating pathways our ancestors blazed as climates morphed around them. Reflecting on these harmonious echoes, our present challenges and uncertainties call us towards a future shaped by Beringia's silent wisdom. The seabed holds the atlas of epochs past, a marine diary scripted in sediment and subtle undulation. Through technology's artful gaze, this submerged terrain whispers insights, projecting maps of a submerged reality. Tranquil exploration of these depths rekindles an age-old dialogue between humanity and its ancestral roots, offering a continuum of existence captured by the relentless embrace of time and tide. Beringia's legacy also thrives through auratic exchanges. Artifacts enmeshed within soil and memory tell of networks forged and ideas transferred across lands. Stylized carvings and fragments of innovation speak of a pre-submersion era where interactions spawned cultural evolution, where continents bridged not by land, but by shared spiritual sensibility and wisdom. Thus, Beringia beckons explorers and seekers today, urging contemplation rather than conquest, inviting respect and thoughtful discovery. Within this timeless narrative lies a solemn truth, that every inquiry, every journey into Beringia's enigma, echoes an eternal quest for understanding, an ancestral embrace across horizons, urging viewers and fellow wanderers forward into new realms of collective imagination. As our voyage through these ancient waters comes to rest, consider staying with us on this journey of discovery. Like and subscribe to continue exploring the mysteries that connect us all.